about this. This goes into not just the same old song and dance like we've heard a lot of times of positive thinking. It's a lot more than that. This is a complete rewiring of the network of reality that we see, where we live, our entire reality. It's a total reworking of that, that we see on a day-to-day basis. What are we reinforcing every day? If you look, some of us may need this more than others, but if you look at the negative beliefs in your life, the negative behaviors, the bad things that always happen to you, the cycles you are in year after year, the addictions maybe that you're in, the rut that you're in, you will likely find these are interconnected. And unknowingly to you, you are creating a reality in which these things are reinforced every day, making this network stronger all the time, otherwise known as a stronghold. That's really the physical definition of the spiritual thing, because we're talking all about physical here, but this is all spiritual. This is all spiritual too.
So, in applying this spiritually, we know God can do miracles, and I believe He can supernaturally break the patterns of these receptors into a partner network. He can show us where we are wrong and what He wants us to reinforce. The scripture in Philippians 4:8 says, "Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." This takes on an entirely new the meaning in this context, and obviously, God made us, He knows the way we work, He obviously knows all this, so, He tells us things in the Bible for a reason. And then Luke 6:45 says, "Out of the overflow of his heart, the mouth speaks." And this takes on another whole depth of meaning in this context. We set up our goals, our downfalls, our expectations. It's a part of our brain and like our very body, every cell, and it's what comes forth out of us, like joy, negativity, encouragement, hate. What is coming out of us. And before we move on to how we can apply this to ourselves and change, one important point to make and keep in mind and ask yourself is,
do you really want to be free? Your faith reaches out to say you're willing to let go of this or that part of you, but it's built into your brain and your whole body. It's in, like we've shown here, it's even physical. It's part of our whole physical makeup. So God says, do you want me to heal you? Sometimes Jesus actually has to ask, and we have this in record over and over. He knows that Jesus goes to someone, do you want to be free? Do you want me to heal you? Many times He would ask that first, as we have a record of, because we need to be healed, because of the need, the thing that we need to be healed, has sometimes become a false security or a reality for us. And it's an addiction. And it's become a part of us, this thing that needs to be healed. And it's such a part of us that giving it up is to see the world in a whole new way. It's seeing a whole new reality, which can be scary at first. If you're used to one way of thinking, if you're used to one way of seeing the world and one way that you think everyone sees you, then that's the way that that's comfortable for you. Even if it's bad for you, that's comfortable. That's your security zone. What we have come to expect is not at all what is true at times. And we don't know now what to expect or what we may see if we take on this new reality, if we really choose to be free. And we'll talk about Jessica. I'll talk about Jessica as an example of this. She came to